Hopefully, you've been enjoying this season by season OHL history series we've been doing here on the channel. It's a way to fill some time during the junior hockey off season. And today, we're going to take a look at the 2005 2006 OHL season. Now, this is the first year after the NHL lockout. And to keep up with the NHL and all the changes they were introducing, they would adopt four new rule changes to make the game a little more faster and exciting for the fans. That's what they would say when they announced these changes. First off, the goaltender trap zone would be introduced along with the delay game penalty for puck over the glass. So that's when those were introduced. And the two-line pass rule also removed, but there was also no more ties. The shootout would come into effect. And I think out of those four rule changes, the shootout might be the one hockey fans would like to see either eliminated or maybe extend the overtime period so we don't see as many shootouts. Although, since the 3-on-3 has been introduced, I feel like we're not seeing as many shootouts. But at the time, teams would be playing 5-on-5, and there was still a lot of shootouts going on in the mid-late 2000s. Now, looking at the standings here, we'll start off the West Division. The Plymouth Whalers, once again, top spot. 35-28, 1-4 was their record for 75 points. Second in the division, the Saginaw Spirit, 36-30-2 is their record for 74 points. The Windsor Spitfires, they would be third with a record of 32-29, 3-4 for 71 points. The Sioux Greyhounds, 29-31, 3-5 for 66 points. And missing the playoffs would be the Sarnia Sting. They had a record of 17-46, 2-3 for 39 points. In the Midwest Division, it would be the London Knights taking that top spot once again, although not setting records, not like the season prior where they had 120 points. This year, a more modest 102 points with a record of 49-15, 1-3. The Kitchener Rangers, second, 47-19, 1-1 for 96 points. The Guelph Storm, third with a record of 40-24, 1-3 for 84 points. And the Owen Sound Attack, fourth, 39-29, 3-4 for 71 points. And missing the playoffs would be the Erie Otters with a record of 26-35, 4-3 for 39 points. Now heading over into the Eastern Conference, starting with the Central, it would be the Brampton Battalion taking that top seed with a record of 44-21, 1-2 for 91 points. 1 point back would be the Barrie Colts with a record of 43-21, 1-3. The Sudbury Wolves, third in the division, 34-28, 1-5 for 74 points. The Toronto St. Michael's Majors, fourth in the division, 32-26, 6-4 for 74 points. And at the bottom of the division and missing the playoffs with the Mississauga Ice Dogs, 21-45-2 is their record for 49 points. In the East Division, it would be the Peterborough Petes taking top spot, 47-16, 2-3 for 99 points. The Kingston Frontenacs, second in the division, 37-24, 4-3 for 81 points. The Belleville Bulls, they had a record of 32-28, 5-3 for 72 points. The Ottawa 67s, fourth, with a record of 29-31, 5-3 for 66 points. And missing the playoffs would be the Oshawa Generals with a record of 18-45, 4-1 for 41 points. Now, before the season got underway, Windsor Spitfires head coach Mo Mantha was handed a 40-game suspension. Now, this was due to a hazing incident that took place during the preseason on the team bus. It was a game after playing in London. Eventually, Mantha, though, terminated without pay as the Ontario Hockey League, at this point, taking hazing very seriously. So Mo Mantha, no longer the head coach of the Windsor Spitfires due to that incident. Now, staying with Windsor, the OHL Board of Governors approved the sale of the team to Bob Bugner, Warren Reichel, and Peter Dobrik. And the plan was to move the team into a new facility in Windsor. Now, the Windsor Arena, so much history, but you could tell that times were changing in the Ontario Hockey League, especially after the new arena in London. You knew the facilities would have to be bigger and more amenities would be necessary. So bring in a new ownership group for the Windsor Spitfires. Their plan was to bring that to the city of Windsor. Now, your top scorers this season, Rob Schremp would lead the way from the London Knights, 57 goals, 88 assists, 145 points. David Boland, second in scoring, also from the Knights, 57 goals, 73 assists, 130 points. Wojtek Wolski of the Brampton Battalion, third in scoring, 47 goals, 81 assists, 128 points. Dylan Hunter of the London Knights, he was fourth in scoring, 32 goals, 85 assists, 117 points. Evan McGrath, fifth in scoring from the Kitchener Rangers, 37 goals, 77 assists, 114 points. Then there's Justin Donati from the Toronto St. Michael's Majors, 46 goals, 63 assists, 109 points. Brian Little of the Barrie Colts, he had 42 goals, 67 assists, 109 points. Eighth in scoring was Peter Temisklis from the Oshawa Generals, 29 goals, 70 assists, 99 points. Cal O'Reilly, ninth in scoring from the Windsor Spitfires, 18 goals, 81 assists, 99 points. And rounding out the top 10 from the Owen Sound attack, it would be Bobby Ryan with 31 goals, 64 assists, 95 points. Now, going into the postseason, we'll start with the Western Conference. The London Knights had no problems against the Sioux Greyhounds as they complete the series sweep, while the Plymouth Whalers, they needed 7 games to take care of the Windsor Spitfires. The Kitchener Rangers, though, they were upset in the first round by the Owen Sound attack in 5 games, while the Guelph Storm complete the series sweep of the Saginaw Spirit as Saginaw making their playoff debut in the Ontario Hockey League. Now, in the Eastern Conference picture, the Peterborough Petes, they would need 6 games to take care of the Ottawa 67s in the first round. The Brampton Battalion, they would also need 6 games to eliminate the Belleville Bulls, while the Barrie Colts completed the series sweep of the Toronto St. Michael's Majors, and the Sudbury Wolves, they were the 5th seed. They would upset the Kingston Frontenacs in 6 games. In the conference semifinals, the London Knights, they would face the Owen Sound attack and get past Owen Sound, but they needed 6 games to do so, while the Guelph Storm upsetting the Plymouth Whalers in 6 games. In the Eastern Conference, the Peterborough Petes, they had no problems with Sudbury as they would sweep the Wolves, while the Barrie Colts, they would upset the Brampton Battalion in 5 games. Now in the conference final, the London Knights and Guelph Storm would go head-to-head for the Western Conference title, and it would be the Knights winning this series in 5 games. And in the East, the Peterborough Petes take care of the Barrie Colts in 5 games. So that would set us up for the J. Ross Robertson Cup, and the London Knights trying to win back-to-back championships, but they were denied by the Maroon and White as the Peterborough Petes complete the series sweep and advancing to the Memorial Cup. So a big series win there for the Petes. And the Memorial Cup in 2006 would be held in Moncton. The Wildcats, they were the home team. The Quebec Rampart, they were there as the runner-up, while the Vancouver Giants, representing the Western Hockey League. Now for Peterborough, they had a record of 1-2 in the round robin and would have to play the Vancouver Giants in the tiebreaker game, which Vancouver dominated that one by a final score of 6-0. So the Petes run falls short in the Memorial Cup, kind of a theme we see with the Peterborough Petes, unfortunately. Throughout their history, they would make it to the Memorial Cup and then not able to clinch that national championship. Now, the Quebec Rampart, they would win the Memorial Cup, and this was actually the first time in CHL history the winning team was neither the host or league champion. So this is the first time that a runner-up won the Memorial Cup. So just a little tidbit there to share in regards to the 2006 Memorial Cup. Now looking at the award winners from the 2005-2006 season, starting off with the Red Tilson Trophy, that would go to Wojtek Wolski of the Brampton Battalion, while the Eddie Powers went to Rob Schremp of the London Knights. The Matt Layden Trophy went to Dave Barr of the Guelph Storm, while Dave Bolin won the Jim Mahan Memorial Trophy. The Max Comiskey would go to Andre Sekera of the Owen Sound Attack. The OHL Goaltender of the Year, Adam Dennis of the London Knights, and of course, Adam Dennis, now a general manager of the North Bay Battalion at the time of recording. The Dave Pinkney Trophy would go to Dan Turple and Mark Packwood of the Kitchener Rangers. The Bill Long Award went to Jeff Toohey of the Peterborough Petes. Just won the Stanley Cup as a scout with the Florida Panthers at the time of recording. The Ems Family Award, no surprise, John Tavares, Rookie of the Year from the Oshawa Generals. The Dan Snyder Memorial Trophy went to Mike Angelides of the Owen Sound Attack. A nice touch there. Of course, Dan Snyder, a former Owen Sound plater. Wojtek Wolski would also win the William Hanley Trophy, while the Bobby Smith Trophy going to Danny Batocchio of the Ottawa 67s. He also won the Roger Nielsen Memorial Award. And the Wayne Gretzky 99 Award for Playoff MVP would go to Daniel Ryder of the Peterborough Petes. So the Petes winning the OHL Championship in 2006, denying the London Knights of winning back-to-back J. Ross Robertson Cups. Quite the series and a bit of a shock seeing the Petes sweep the Knights, but still, what a run it was for Peterborough in the 2006 season. So that's how this season went. A bit of a summary. Let me know in the comments down below what stood out for you during that season from the 2005-2006 year. Love the interaction. It's been a lot of fun going through the history of the OHL. If this is your first time seeing the video, I do have a playlist on the OHL History tab here on the channel, and you can see all the season by season videos we've done up to this point. So again, thank you very much for your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we will talk to you again soon.